Hi everyone, welcome back to my weekly guidance videos. I'm going to try not to ramble this time because I know every single time I say, let me keep it under 15 minutes and then it's like, it's almost there. So without further anything else, I drew this week's card from the Prism of Visions Tarot. Really beautiful deck. And I will admit straight away, I'm resistant to the guidance this week, and you'll see why. Okay. This week is Two of Wands. For those of you unfamiliar with tarot, this is a early stage in the suit of work and passion. And I usually think of wands as creative projects. So just to create a frame of reference for you, think about the things in your life that need doing right now. Might be career related, might be related to education. They might be creative endeavors. There might be plans you have, like cleaning out the closet or going through paperwork and getting ready for taxes. All those sorts of things. I'm going to lump that under creative projects. Pause this week. And here's where and why I'm resistant. I have a lot of creative projects that I want to finish this week. And I feel like I know what I've got to do, and I'm ready to do them, and I want to do them. But the guide, I wonder if we like just slipped into Mercury retrograde or something and I didn't notice, but the the guidance here is to pause. It is to not go into these creative projects thinking that you know exactly what needs to be done or when exactly each piece needs to be done. Essentially, like you can see here, this person is paused at a stream. It looks like dusk or twilight. And what I see in this card is basically the wand is leading the way, or the direction of the wind, or maybe the stars. Something natural in here is about to make the decision, or at least provide the direction for this person to go. And that's what we're called to do this week, is to let our creative projects decide where and when to start going and how. I know for myself it's going to be challenging. And if I can offer any advice to anyone else who is like me and just like chomping at the bit to finish something, this doesn't mean that you have to rethink. You know, this really isn't even about thinking or logicking your way through something. It's about feeling. So re-feeling your way through a project to its end. And how do you do this? So this is where the mini meditation comes in, which is not something we're going to do right now. It's something that you are going to do whenever you are sitting down to get started, or whenever you are contemplating getting started, or which creative project to pick up next. Okay? This is very simple. Everyone can do it. Whether you believe you have access to your intuition or not, I promise you, you can do it. All you're going to do is get quiet. So if you've got music playing, turn down the music. If you have a billion tabs open up on your computer screen, minimize them. You know, busy house and you're working in one room, close the door. Just give yourself a little bit of quiet space and time. Not long. This could be 5 minutes. And the first thing you will do, I almost want to say that, guys, raise your hands, but I can't see you because so many of you at this point know the first thing that I'm going to say. Breathe. Take in a deep, deep breath. And exhale noisily. Let whatever tension you're holding on to or worries that are swirling around your head leave with that exhalation. And then take another breath, because that first one was full of God knows what. And do this until you feel calm. For some people, this is going to take a little while. And once you feel calm, eyes closed, eyes open, whatever you like, decide that for the next moment, the next minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, you are not going to decide what happens. Your creative energy, your creative projects are going to decide. So all you have to do is bring them to mind. You might, it might have a name. There might be a feeling associated with this project. Think about them loosely. I know that's a weird concept. There's no need for hyper-focused mental activity here. Think about the project loosely. And then, honestly, pay attention to what you feel in your body. If you feel kind of like a void, a space with no clear emotion or direction to it, so be it. Wait until you feel something. You might feel a tug, almost like a literal energetic tug on your body, one direction or another, and with it will come a certain notion, a certain hint. This is really about you learning to listen to your body and your intuition. And before you can figure out, what it says to do or what the course of action is, you have to hear it. So don't worry if right away you feel something and you're like, well, I don't know what that means. So you're not doing it wrong. It's just, you just heard it. Now, after you've heard it, give yourself time to process it. And you can process the feelings that come up when you think about the project in terms of that feels light, or it feels heavy, or, it feels good, or it might feel bad to you. You might feel confused. What you're looking for is encouragement, essentially. Encouragement from your body, from your creative energy, that the project you're holding in mind feels right. If you sit there and that's not happening, then the next course of action is to make sure that the creative project leads the way. Say you're sitting here thinking, all right, I'm going to start doing my taxes. You realize I'm jumping to the most terrifying thing I can think of. I'm going to start doing my taxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up TurboTax or whatever it is, and then I'm going to pull out my papers and get started. And that's the creative project that you're thinking of. And as you're sitting there, it feels awful. Okay, so that project says, don't do it like that. The next thing you do is you think, well, what do I want to do? And what comes to mind, whatever immediately comes to mind, is a new way to consider that project. So as I was sitting here with this hypothetical, because I'm not about to go do my taxes, my hypothetical was, You know what I actually want to do is call my mom first. And that might be related to doing the taxes or completely unrelated. Doesn't matter. We're so smart. We don't see, you know, like that idea, like someone can be so smart and not know the order of the months in the year. Okay, I know someone like that. They can be so smart, and it'll sometimes little things take them, gosh, so much longer to learn than the rest of us. That's kind of how we are with our intuition and the way we plan out our lives. We are so smart. We think we have the plan. We know exactly what to do. But guys, this world is big and it is complicated, and there is a lot going on. So yeah, we'll sit here and think, calling my mom has nothing to do with taxes. That's procrastination. I'm not going to do it. You don't know. You don't know that. Your body suggested it for a reason. Your spirit, your intuition suggested it for a reason. So go with it. Worst case scenario, you lose 20 minutes. Something changes, something else comes up. I mean, life is fluid. Let it be flexible. Let yourself be flexible and see how things change when you let your creative energy lead the way instead of deciding, beforehand, before you've even really felt it, that you know exactly what you're doing. Rarely do we know exactly what we're doing. And that's this week's guidance. Consider that you don't know what you're doing. Feel out each project. Take 5 minutes to listen to your body. And if it doesn't feel right to do the thing that you were thinking of doing, ask yourself, well, what do I want to do? And follow that. Good luck. Happy end of January, beginning of February, and I'll see you all next week.